Hey, Chris, welcome to another week of CyberTalk. It's been a busy week for you, and it's raining again here in
It's
New
been
Jersey.
yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks apparently because we missed last week. Unfortunately, guys, we just had some conflicts and scheduling and whatnot. So this week I was actually out in New Jersey. I saw Bob for like 15 minutes, and it was all because I was sponsoring a show for one of our customers. So it was a good week. Met a lot of cool people. It was the first time I actually had a booth and sponsored an event. So that was interesting. I don't know how people do this like on a weekly basis. You know, the shows we go to, those people just move around to like different
Yeah,
shows. I don't know how they do that.
I don't know.
That
There's a lot of downtime, and they got the hallway time, and then vendors start talking. But yeah, no, your booth looked great.
I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, like you talk about downtime, but then it's like a blitzkrieg when people walk out and they start talking to you and they talk about their business and things like that. Had a lot of cool ideas come to my head, which did I write all of them down? No. Am I working on trying to recap all of them? Yes. But this one was specifically for CPAs, bookkeepers, financial people. It was
A
profit.
lot of risk.
Oh yeah, a lot of risk, tons of risk. I had some people come up to me from different countries. I'm like, I can't help you, but I may know somebody that can help you. So just connect with me anyway, and I'll try to get you with some other people. So overall, pretty successful. And then while we're gone, all this crazy stuff happens. Like Johnson Controls gets hit with a
51
ransomware,
million.
$51 million ransom. They exfiltrated 27 terabytes of information. By the way, if it,
How do you get 27 terabytes of data? How long does that even take to download?
first of all, I want that internet connection. Okay,
Yeah, right.
I want it. I want to be able to send 27 terabytes of data out for no reason other than just be able to do it. Uh, they clearly weren't watching what was going off their internet pipe. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they missed 27 terabytes. To give you an example, I mean, I'm sure people listening, if you're technical, obviously you understand what a terabyte is. But like on a normal internet connection, like in an office, that like let's say you have a cable modem or something like that, and you don't have that much upload, 27 terabytes would take you weeks, if not actually would take months to send.
Right.
And we don't know how long that the hacker, that the group was in there, but to get 27 terabytes, they would have been there at least a few days, even with a massive pipe. So I don't know. Then they encrypted all their virtual machines. So now on their 8K, they're saying they may not be able to produce their fourth quarter financial results and year end results on time. They're not sure. So I'm sure the SEC loves that and investors love that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think their stock dropped after they got hit. But it'd be interesting to see what
Everyone has to report now.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see what comes out of this, like from like full financial impact, because they're saying that some of their operations are up, but it sounds like maybe like their financial reporting obviously is not up. It's been absolutely devastated. So they said they're working with a cybersecurity firm, which is common. I mean, they brought in an incident response firm, and they're probably trying to figure out like what they can do, and they'll probably get more funds appropriated now to make sure that they have a proper cybersecurity program. But it's a massive company. I mean, they control like they help protect like government buildings, stadiums. Like
It's home automation. It's actually HVAC. Yeah. I actually heard about it I had an HVAC guy reach out to me. He goes, "Did you hear about Johnson Controls? It also affected Carrier in York." And I looked online, and there's a whole bunch of other other automation things. Now here's the question. Okay, so right now we're in the ransomware, and this is all speculation, guys. Are they making changes into? Have they actually made changes into any of the code that's out there that gets pushed out to all these devices?
Depends how long they're in there, I guess.
Yeah, you don't know.
So no, now with their reporting, we'll get a little bit more information as this comes out. This is off the heels of obviously MGM, which we're still waiting for more information on that. Caesars, more information on that. I saw at least five class action lawsuits filed against MGM.
Yep.
So those will probably get rolled up at some point, MGM and Caesars. So they're going to get class action because people's data got stolen. Like I know Caesars admitted that Social Security information was in there, and that's one of the reasons they paid the ransom. So,
and this whole thing, from what we've seen so far, is all coming down to human error of not following processes and hacking the help desk or social engineering the help desk, not even hacking it.
It'll be interesting to see how they got into Johnson Controls. Was it that? Was it just like some legacy VPN that got hacked because somebody didn't know that it was still running? I mean, there's so many different ways that people can get in, especially in a company that size.
It'd be pretty ironic if they got in through a thermostat.
Do you remember like 2017 when a casino, like High Roller place, got hacked by a was a thermometer and a fish tank? Yeah.
Yep. I talked about. I actually did a presentation last week. That was in before I came up to see you. I was with the New Jersey School Board Association members, and I actually talked about it. I said, everyone heard about MGM, but if you go back to 2017, we had the fish tank incident, and anything that's connected to your network, guys, becomes an entry point.
Well, especially if you don't segment it. Yeah. Like having a fish tank, having a thermometer and a fish tank accessible on your IT network, so the network that you work on every day, it's just irresponsible.
Hey, it's just a thermometer, people think. It's just a refrigerator. It's just a thermometer. It's like no one's thinking about these devices anymore.
It is a deal until it gets turned into an exfiltration device.
Yeah. But, can you imagine somebody hacking a whole bunch of refrigerators and all the spam email attacks start getting funneled through refrigerators going out?
Oh, how about the Samsung ones that have a screen in the front? The shit you can do with that. I mean, what about the ones that are tied in with like grocery ordering? What if you just like hacked one and then just like ordered a bunch of groceries to be delivered
and deliver them someplace else?
Yeah, like some incredible amount of groceries and things like that. The IoT is such a fascinating thing. I think people just kind of ignore it and skip over it, but it's like,
yeah, it's funny. I was at an IT event recently, and there were people talking about all these IoT devices, and all the non-technical people's homes were loaded with IoT devices, and the cyber guys is like, no, we have an analog thermometer on the wall.
I mean, I have IoT, but it's all in separate networks. So we have a separate network because like our washer and dryer is IoT. We have, like, I didn't hook our range up to it because I think it's stupid. I just reset the wireless password. I'm like, what good is this? But like, it's hard to buy some appliances now that don't have it built in.
Well, yeah, exactly. And the last place we stayed together, the thermostat on the wall was connected.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that had to be connected because that's a whole heat pump situation where it has a whole system, but yeah, it has to be connected so they can adjust to like humidity.
Well, they can also monitor what's going on. Was there anything else in there? Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, why don't we move on? Let me just pop this one up. 10 out of 10.
Oh, that's what happened in the Lions and Packers game last night. The Lions dominated the Packers 10 out of 10. Is that what we're talking about?
No, I'm not talking about that one. This one applies. This one applies to Google and a whole bunch of other people for yet another zero day.
So this is when an image is an image, or it is an image, but it has some extra stuff to it.
Images that can talk, or in this case, call home.
Allow code execution. All right, so Google. We'll take it back a step. Google. There's an image on the internet that's called WebP. It's like a JPEG. It's like a GIF or like PNG, stuff that you've seen before. But WebP is highly compressible, so it takes up less space. Well, Google thought that it was only a Chrome exploit where you could actually load a specially crafted image and allow it to run code on a computer. So, which is really bad. You never want remote code execution or arbitrary code execution because it can just load whatever it wants on your computer or your phone or whatever. In this case, this was actually used to deploy spyware on machines, and it also worked with that 0 day for apples from a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But anyway, Google soon found out it wasn't just a Chrome problem. It was a library problem. And guess what? A lot of people use libraries. So anybody that used the WebP codec was affected. So that means every browser was affected. Chrome, Safari, Edge, Mozilla, so Firefox, all of them affected. So they had to reissue a CVE to basically cover all of it, and it's a 10 out of 10. Which when the scale is 1 to 10, you don't want to be a 10.
Yeah, right.
Well, sometimes you do, but not in this case. This is a bad 10. You want to be a 1, not a 10.
Definitely a bad 10. And the real message here is, people need to go do upgrades again if their code, if the vendor's already patched it. And it's not just the browsers, guys. It's I know Discord was in there. Teams was listed in the one list for using WebP. Basically anything.
I mean, anything's going to load WebP, right? And the thing about it is I don't think you had to do anything as a user. Like you could just, if that image rendered, there's a chance they could just run code. So just going to a website with a specially crafted image. And
that's what we're seeing that goes back to what was happening with the Apple thing. So this looks like it might be related to that. I'm not sure, but that Apple 0 day last week or the week before, it was all image based. Guys could send an image that did more than show you the pretty beach.
Oh, get this. That codec is built into Android phones, so all native browser apps are affected. 1Password's affected by this.
Yeah.
Bitwarden. These are password manager, guys. 1Password, Bitwarden. Discord, which if you're under 40, you probably know what Discord is. If you're over 40, maybe not. Hey, it's true. Twitch. Another one. Slack is affected by this too.
Yeah, but basically anything that used that open source library out there to do it, and so
when you buy a Logitech mouse and stuff like that, and you load Logitech options software so you can customize it, guess what? That's affected too. Yeah, there's a whole list of this. So again, really bad, especially crafted image that can just run code. Not good, not ideal. Which is why it's a 10 out of 10.
This is all zero click stuff. This is somebody sending you a picture, or you hitting a website with the picture. I didn't even think about that one initially.
And again, guys, zero click is like you don't have to do anything for it. You don't have to click on it. It just shows up on your screen, and it can actually work. So, I think this was. I know there were some commercial spyware vendors that were leveraging this. I know Pegasus software for the spyware that was getting loaded on phones, specifically Apple phones, was chaining this as well. So, yeah, there's probably more to it than that. We'll have to dive a little deeper. Like I said, I had a busy week, so yeah, this is crazy stuff. And I didn't tell you this, but I'll share this. I was perusing some leak sites, just doing some research.
Okay, research.
Yeah, I found a prospect I talked to last year. They got hit with ransomware about a month ago.
Oh. All
their data got exfiltrated and posted. I wasn't even looking for them specifically. I was just looking stuff like that. Kind of came across them, and I went back to my notes. And I was looking at the conversation, and I had sent them information on why it was so important for their type of business to have a plan and make sure they're prepared for cybersecurity. And they were a business that basically said, well, our owner's friend is too in our IT. We're fine. And I'm just like, I want to call him up and I want to offer help to him. But I'm conflicted if I tell them that I saw their information. Because I mean, once it's posted like that, it's posted. It's posted. And I really do want to help them, but I don't know if they actually did get help. I know there's some other things around them that it's kind of scary that they would have got hit.
But hopefully they had insurance to help them at this point.
Yeah, I don't think they had cyber insurance from my conversation before. So they may have, they may not have known. But yeah, I just went back. I looked at the notes and I was like, dude, this is bad.
Well, actually, Chris, they might not even know.
Oh no, they got encrypted.
Oh, okay. Got it. I'm sorry.
No. They got their stuff stolen, exfiltrated, then they got encrypted. They know.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they know. There was not a nice message on the leak site. So it wasn't a flattering message to say the least about them. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call them up next week and just kind of offer some help to them, see if they need help or whatnot. But we'll see. I'll try to give you guys an update and see how that goes. It could go really good for us, and it could go really. I could get hung up on.
Hey, you need a new backup solution?
Well, their backup was from what they described to me. I never saw it completely because they kind of nuked this conversation before it got further along. But their backup solution was, from what they described to me, was not going to be sufficient. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, back to WebM for a minute. CrashPlan was in that list too as a backup solution.
Oh. I wonder if CrashPlan doing the backup, if it processed the image, if it could do the code execution, or if it was something that you had to like do restore or something. I wonder how that.
I don't know. I just saw.
I don't know how that would affect CrashPlan, but yeah.
Anyway, 16 minutes. It's Friday. Let's.
If you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, any kind of breach or anything like that, shoot us a direct. You can direct message us. You can just respond to the video, comment down below, let us know, and until next week, that we can talk about more breaches because it's good. Oh, hey, Cybersecurity Awareness Month coming up on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Start of it, baby. Let's go.
Video a day?
Oh, I'm starting to plan it. We'll see. I did a video day last year. We'll see if I can pull a video day this year. I may go live once a week. That's okay. Me live might go sideways. So gotta be careful about this.
Oh, actually, we need a live system that's got a 10-second delay.
I might need 30. I saw somebody post on Facebook the other day, and they said, "Ask me anything." Yeah, I'm not doing that. I already know you degenerates out there who will just ask me the most ridiculous stuff ever, and I'm gonna have to try to answer it. So
I know who you're talking about, and I actually had a couple other questions that I didn't post there.
Yeah, I was gonna troll, but I was too busy at the event. So, all right, I'll talk to you next week. Yeah, again, guys, if you have anything you want to talk about, let us know, and we'll try to work it into our schedule. We may not be able to talk about it next week, but a couple weeks later, maybe we can get back to it. So,
later, guys.
Have a good week, guys.